Hi everyone, I'm Tamara Snyder from Edelman's Employee Engagement practice. I'm here with Flacks from Edelman Corporate Affairs. And one of the things that we've really been getting a lot of questions from clients on is how do I become a good place to work or being known as an employer of choice? So we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
Tamara, why is it so important that companies now think about their reputation as a great place to work?
So when you look at the results of the latest Edelman Trust Barometer that came out earlier this year, one of the things that really jumped out to us is the fact that of all the things that a company could be doing to bolster its reputation overall, number 3 was actually treat employees well. So really right behind how you treat your customers and the quality of your products and services.
So Tamara, how can companies tap into their employees to tell their reputational story?
So really your employees are probably your best source of information and inspiration for your employer brand story. So, really just start a conversation, right? Ask, why did you come to work at this company? What's kept you here? And then once you have those can be your proof points. So in any external outreach that you're doing, any award submissions that you're preparing for, those can be your core proof points for that story.
And so in addition to awards, how else do you use employees to tell the story externally?
Well, I think really employees can be your most credible brand ambassadors. When you look at the Edelman Trust Barometer from this year, one of the really interesting findings is the fact that the credibility of your regular rank and file employees has really just skyrocketed. And also, especially when you look at those with technical expertise, so your scientists, your engineers, your product designers within the company, through the roof. And in fact, the CEO is less credible now as a spokesperson than these employees. So really tap into them. Put them on the Twitter feed that you have for your recruiting site. Use them on Facebook if you have a recruiting group there, if you have a careers website. If you're on any number of different social media platforms, put those folks out there, have them interacting with recruits, telling the company story. So a lot of companies ask us, how can I get on this best place to work list and whatnot? So, what kind of things should companies be keeping in mind when they're applying for these recognitions?
Well, we know that the national awards like Fortune Best Places to Work is the holy grail, but we really recommend to clients that they be strategic, that they be purposeful with their time, and that they go after the awards that they know that they can accomplish initially. So looking at the awards that are in their industry or in their geography, and then building towards those national awards as they kind of bring together all of those stories and have a stronger submission. So when it comes to online channels, where should employers be focusing their attention if they want to reach potential candidates?
Well, I think the really important thing to remember is you have to go where your candidates are already, right? So a lot of companies spend a lot of time, money, and effort on having these really nice career websites, right? And while that's great, and you can get some really good information there for potential candidates, that's really not the only place that they go. So they're looking to social media, they're looking to job rating sites, they're looking to Twitter, to Facebook, to people they know in the industry to really get the inside scoop on, is this a place that I want to go and want to work? So you have to make sure that you're showing up in all of those places. So question for you, where else would you say that potential candidates are talking about your company online, and consequently, where would you say that companies really need to be looking to understand what people are really saying about them?
Well, it's important to, like you said, go where the job seekers are, but also to have an understanding of what's being said about your company. So, a company, in addition to having their website and making sure their message gets out on those social channels, needs to be listening on the industry sites, on job ranking sites like Glassdoor and Vault, and knowing what is being said back about them so that they make sure that mirrors the message that they want to actually deliver.
Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Tamara Snyder. This is Flacks. You can follow Edelman's Employee Engagement practice on Twitter or send us an email.